Employees at a CarMax dealership in Ontario, California are still in shock following the death of a coworker who was killed during a test drive. 43-year-old Warren Smale took out a customer in a red Chevy Corvette, and Smale was killed when the driver crashed the car into a tree less than a mile from the dealership. Now, according to Ontario police, the driver, 28-year-old Mark Demetro, was driving under the influence of prescription drugs. So
it's a horrible story here.
Yeah, and you can see from the damage was primarily on the driver's side, or on the passenger side, where the victim was, Warren Smale, and it's just an unfortunate situation. So the Ontario police have come out and said that the drugs were taken prior to the test drive, and people who were on the car lot at the time said that the person that was driving didn't exhibit any signs that seemed out of the ordinary. So it just seemed like a regular routine test drive.
So they haven't said what the prescription drugs were, but they did find him to be under the influence and that it impaired his driving?
Yeah, so basically obviously when you go on test drives like this, some dealerships require you to give a license. So they had his information and the police went to him, and they're charging him with vehicular manslaughter and felony driving under the influence of drugs.
Yeah, you think, if you get a prescription from your doctor and you take it, that's not like having a drink at the bar, so you can go get behind the wheel and drive, no big deal. You're just taking some medication. The doctor told me to take it. But it is like having a drink, especially if it's some sort of painkiller or muscle relaxer or something. And painkillers, I'm guessing we're going to find out it was a painkiller, because that is what's rampant. And people are becoming addicted to painkillers, and now they even have a whole new drug to come out for people who are constipated because they're addicted to painkillers.
Yeah.
Opioid-induced constipation? Well, maybe just stop taking the opioids. I don't know. That's one idea. It is tragic, but as long as they're pushing drugs on people and making it seem like it's okay because it's coming from a doctor, we're going to see these kind of things.
And it's unfortunate because there's no way to tell if a person is under the influence of a prescription drug, because, unlike driving drunk where you have a breathalyzer and you can tell, this way, if a person took it, you're relying on them to be honest with you. Like, oh, I may have taken this drug that could impair my ability to drive. But, most people think, oh, I'm fine. I can do this. I can, get behind the wheel of a car. And
right. You don't smell alcohol on somebody's breath. The behavior is a little different. Painkillers might not make somebody, wobble or slur their speech in the same way that they would if they were drunk, but it dulls their senses, it dulls their reaction time in a similar way.
So right now, the Ontario police are still investigating what happened at the CarMax dealership, and they're asking anybody who may have any details to contact them and come forward.